Hello, my mystic friends. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate, and today we're going to be diving into the month of November of 2025, this monthly astrology forecast. I want to share insights with you in order to help you connect with your inner wisdom to move more in alignment with the universe. Now, I do have some exciting news to share. I am excited to share my 2026 year ahead astrology forecast. Each one is an extended video with a detailed PDF that explains the key transits, the eclipses, and all the shifts so you can help navigate your year with confidence. You can grab your sign or bundle all 12 at willowgracemystic.com or in the link below. So for my Capricorn friends, November of 2025 is going to be a month of transformation of your connections with others, your community, and the dreams that you hold for your own future. As a Capricorn, you are very practical, you're steady, you're deeply focused on building these structures that last over time. Yet this month, it reminds you that even the most carefully laid plans, they have to evolve. The universe is asking you to realign what is your vision, to refine your relationships, and to open yourself up to a more authentic way of belonging. I want to start off with November 5th. You're having a full moon in the sign of Taurus. So the sun is illuminating the sign of Scorpio in your 11th house of your dreams, your goals, your hopes, your wishes. But the full moon is activating your 5th house. The 5th house is the house of love and creativity, children, your own inner child. It's the house where we take a risk. And so full moons, they show us what we could not see before. They reveal what was hidden. They bring about release and culmination and clarity. And here it's shining a light on all of your desires, all of your passions. For you, my Capricornian friends, this lunation, it marks the completion of either a creative project, something that has to do with your children, the blossoming or the release of a romance, or the realization of what truly makes your heart sing. This is a reminder to pause your constant striving and to just simply enjoy the simple pleasures of life. The Taurus energy of this full moon, it asks you to just savor the beauty of play and love without overthinking, to let go of anything that just blocks your joy. Now, on the very next day, actually 2 days, we're going to have Uranus enter into the sign of Taurus, the same sign. So Uranus is ready to shake some things up. Uranus was here for 8 years, dipped into Gemini for a few months, and then when a planet goes back into a house, it's basically to clean up. It comes back in to shake it up one more time. Uranus likes to shake, and Taurus is earth, so think of it as like a little mini earthquake. And so it's shaking up your 5th house one more time. You have been living with this energy for years, but now this is like this return. It signals one last wave of change within your creative expression or your romantic life or a relationship that has to do something with your own children. Now, there can be unexpected developments that arrive, like a sudden inspiration because it's shock, it's surprise. It's like a lightning bolt that could shift in love, or this could be a new way of exploring joy. Uranus is about liberating. It's about freedom, and it wants to liberate from stale patterns so that you can embrace a freer, more authentic kind of love and creativity. On the same day that this is happening, you're going to have Venus in a hard aspect, in a square with Pluto. Venus is in Scorpio in the 11th house of your dreams. Venus likes to unite and bring people, places, and things together. And Pluto is in your 2nd house of your money and your resources. And Pluto, a square brings about tension in order to create uncomfortable so you can transform. And so this brings this tension between your communities, your friends, your social circles, your networks, and your 2nd house of your own personal values, your own money, your resources, your talents, your skill set. There can be conflicts that come up around money within group settings, or you might feel pulled between your own values and your expectations of others. Like I expect this of myself. I also expect it of you. There can be these power dynamics, because that's Scorpio, between friendships and communities that surface, and it's asking you to stand firmly within your truth. Now, on the very next day, part of the same story is Mercury is now going to station retrograde. So on November 9th, we have Mercury in your 12th house. Mercury rules thoughts, ideas, communication. And the 12th house is the house of endings and spirituality. It's our connection to our subconscious, dreams, intuition, Akashic records, astral travel, astral projection, angels, guides. And so this retrograde also can stir up old fears around unfinished matters, or hidden patterns, or karmic patterns. Dreams, they can be especially vivid now, and they can give you insights that arrive like quietly. It's like receiving the messages when you are tuned out of everything else and tuned into the divine. This is about looking at what is beneath the surface. Now, for you, my Capricornian friends, this will be an invitation to pause and to retreat and to also reflect. Whenever a planet stations retrograde, it's an opportunity to go inward. It's the re-words: reflect, revise, review. And so this is possibly old spiritual practices can resurface, or you might need closure on issues that have been long buried. So like redo those. Avoid forcing external progress right now. Trust that the healing is taking place in these unseen ways. This is like yoga, meditation, or journaling in order to capture what's going on within. Now, 2 days after this, on November 11th, you're now going to have Jupiter station retrograde. Now, Jupiter is in the sign of Cancer, and Cancer is in your partnership sector, your 7th house. And so Jupiter, normally, it expands everything, opportunities within partnerships, relationships. These are personal, professional, collaborative. But a retrograde, it turns the growth, the mindset of it inward. And so you might revisit past relationships or partnerships. Retrograde is asking you to reflect on the balance of the give and take within your closest bonds, within your closest relationships. These can be with clients, these can be personal, professional, like all of your relationships. Now, for you, this is a karmic time within your relationships. You are being asked to clarify within partnerships what it means to you, whether the commitments that you've made, are they in an alignment with your truth? This is not about rushing into making new connections or signing new contracts, but it's about strengthening the ones that you already have, or it could be releasing the ones that just no longer serve your growth. Now, I want to continue on with the theme and move to the 18th, because now we're going to have Mercury re-enter the sign of Scorpio. Remember, it's retrograde, and so we have a lot going on here. When Mercury re-enters into the sign of Scorpio on November 18th, it's making its retrograde journey back in, and it's highlighting your house of friendships and connections and your future goals. It's the house where we volunteer. It's our house of our social circles. So there can be old friendships or networks that can kind of resurface. These can be in person or they can be digital, like our online social circles and groups. Or maybe you revisit a plan or a dream. Remember, it's the hopes, wishes, dreams, goals that you once held. There can be misunderstandings within groups that could need resolution. For you, my Capricornian friends, this is going to be a time that you're going to want to pause and reflect on who is truly supporting your growth. Are your friendships aligned with your values? Do your future goals reflect your authentic self, or are they shaped by outside expectations? Use this retrograde to tune in and refine what is your vision for the future. And then the very next day, on November 20th, there's going to be a Sun conjunct Mercury, which is a cazimi, which is this aha moment, and a new moon. This is absolutely huge. The Sun and Mercury retrograde conjunct in Scorpio here, it will highlight all of these friendships, all of your dreams. And there can be this sudden revelation, the sudden realization that can emerge about what is your role within the group dynamics. Or maybe you reconnect with a vision that truly excites your spirit. Now, having a new moon on the same day also activates the opportunity to plant seeds for new friendships, new networks, new goals, new dreams. For you, Capricorn, this is about you aligning your future for your soul's purpose. Look at what dreams inspire you, which communities reflect your own authentic self. This new moon, it's asking you to set your intentions of belonging and vision that are rooted in truth. And then the very next day, we're going to have a harmonious aspect that's going to support this. So we have Uranus in a sextile with Neptune in Pisces. And so we have Uranus at 29 degrees and Neptune at 29 degrees. 29 is an anaretic degree. It's a final. They're both stationing retrograde, going back. It's linking your fifth house of creativity, joy, your own inner child, beauty, love, your children, with your third house of communication, ideas, learning, the way that you speak and share your thoughts and ideas, email, phone, text, any way of communicating. This is such a beautiful, gentle, imaginative influence that supports your inspired ideas, creative expression, and heartfelt communication. For you, my Capricorn friends, this aspect, it might inspire you to share your creativity in new ways through writing or teaching or community projects or volunteering. It reminds you that your joy is not meant to stay hidden. It's meant to ripple out and then to inspire other people. Capricorn, know that November of 2025 is going to be a month of reflection, of release and renewal, particularly in the people that you are connected with, your vision for the future. The Taurus full moon and Uranus being in your fifth house is going to highlight all forms of children or childlike activities or poetry or behaviors that you might like, gambling, or it's what brings you happiness and joy. It's encouraging you to have freedom of expression. Mercury retrograde, first from your 12th house and then into your 11th house, it turns your attention inward, asking you to reflect upon your own spiritual healing, your friendships, your long-term goals. And then Jupiter retrograde in your 7th house, it's inviting you to revisit those lessons that you have within the other partners. That could be written contracts, or that could be clients or best friends or significant others. The Scorpio new moon with the sun moon Cazimi in your 11th house, it marks this huge turning point for you, an opportunity for you to set your new moon intentions for a future that you can align yourself with your communities that truly support your soul's growth. It's being in alignment, not with others, but finding your tribe. The Uranus-Neptune sextile is reminding you that creativity, communication, and joy, these are sacred tools for connection. And so a mantra for you can be, I release what no longer aligns with my future. I welcome friendships and dreams that inspire my soul. My joy, my vision, and my connections, they're rooted in truth and authenticity. So for my Capricorn friends, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear thoughts about this in the comments below.